What's up, fam? Welcome to the MARLONated Mindstate. I am your host, Marlon C. And today we are reacting to a viral body cam video from NY detective titled Karen Pepper Spray's Family at Airport. This is one of the most intense and legally misunderstood videos I've seen in a long time. But before we break down the legal realities of what happened, let's hit that disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. Nothing in this video is formal legal advice. Additionally, this commentary, legal analysis, and critique of third party footage falls completely within the protections of fair use doctrine under United States copyright law. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Now, let's set the scene. We are at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport. A woman has openly admitted to pepper spraying a father because she claims she heard a bone crack when he was holding his son's hand. Before we see her interaction with the police, I want to ask you guys down in the comments if you genuinely believe you see a parent hurting a child in public, what is the legal limit of what you can actually do? Drop your answers below and let's hit it.
On February 27, 2025, deputies were dispatched to Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport after receiving reports that a woman had pepper sprayed a family.
Who? Officer. Look, she's a witness too. She's a witness. That guy's breaking that kid's hand. I did spray him. I did.
Have a seat.
There's another witness right there, a woman. Dude, I'm gonna spray you in a minute.
Give me that. You're not spraying anybody.
Go talk to him.
Okay.
He broke his kid's hand.
Okay.
I saw him do it.
All right,
I heard the bone crack.
All right, what happened?
Okay, so the guy says he's the kid's father, right? He's squeezing his son's hand so hard, the boy's going, you're hurting me. I heard the bone crack, and there's a woman there with long black hair. She's a witness to it, too.
Water's not going to help with pepper spray.
I got pepper spray in my eye.
Yeah, I know. Just come sit down, water.
Oh my God, why would she do that?
We'll call for a rescue.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
How did she get the pepper spray in the airport? I remember my daughter, I think her keys got confiscated because I had bought her like a pepper spray, like a ring, has like an alarm on it, pepper spray, and something else, like a little weapon on it and stuff. And she, not knowing, was going in the airport, going out of town. And they took the pepper spray from him. I mean, I think they could have, I don't know if they could have charged her or not, but yeah, so I'm surprised how the woman even got that far.
But no, we're trying to get to our gate because we're in a hurry.
Rescue reference pepper spray.
Oh my God, why would she do that? You okay, puppy? We're just walking. We're rushing to our gate because we're late. And he's agitated because we're walking. And she's saying that I'm squeezing pudding.
He wasn't him.
Who's she?
The lady that
She sprayed him for no reason.
Okay. And who sprayed her?
The lady. Oh my,
She sprayed him with pepper spray.
Later, and you don't know her?
No, I know.
She's
All right.
We're just trying to get to our plane because we got to go to Puerto Rico. And then she sprayed him.
Their child was crying, and she went up to them and started yelling at them, and then telling them they needed to, the way he was holding him was unacceptable, and that somebody needed to call the cops on them. And then she was agitated. They were just trying to walk,
Get to our
and
gate.
she pulled out pepper spray and proceeded to pepper spray them.
Jesus.
She sprayed even
Are
my
you in a
son.
rush or not? You mind that? Is there a way?
All good.
Thank you. Well, this is-
All right, we're going to pause it right here. First of all, a huge lesson in criminal procedure. If the suspect immediately confesses to the crime on Bodycam, she tells the deputy, I did spray him. Now look at the victim's perspective. They are rushing to a flight. The child is crying and tired, and we've all been there. If you have children like I had kids, kids, they get agitated, they get tired real quick. Only when they're doing something they don't want to do. Anyway, and the dad is holding his hand to keep him moving through a crowded airport. Witness statements confirmed the father was pulling the kid aggressively. I mean, he's a boy. Come on now. Let's keep it real. But there is a massive legal chasm between a parent strictly guiding an agitated child and a parent committing an actionable criminal battery that justifies a third-party chemical assault. The victims were just trying to go to Puerto Rico, and now they are dealing with the physical effects of pepper spray in an enclosed airport terminal. Man, I remember I was in class, 10th grade, never forget it. And it was this chick, she had pepper spray on her keychain, and there was this guy, he looking at her keys. And for some strange reason, he like barely pushed the button, like, and then he jumps. You know, so he jumps up, takes off, holding his face. And next thing you know, man, the entire classroom, and I mean the entire classroom, is feeling the effects of this mace or pepper spray. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but I mean it had everybody, throat at least tingling, throat and eyes tingling. So pepper spray and mace, man, that is nothing to play with. That's why I be seeing when I see people get hit with it and they don't really flinch. I'm like, man, it must be something ain't right with either with the pepper spray. You got sold a dud, or that person is like superhuman or what have you. But anyway, let's continue.
Oh my God, we're gonna be late.
Here we go.
Oh,
The air is the best thing for pepper spray. So try to keep your eyes open. Water is going to make it 10 times worse.
oh my God, why would she do this?
We're about to miss our flight, but we wanted to tell you what we just saw so we don't miss our flight.
Come over here.
Thank you. Yeah, and I asked him what these.
She did pepper spray him, but we were walking in. I had noticed also he was squeezing the kid's hand really fucking hard. I had been looking when I was walking too, and I was like, "That's not right." I didn't say anything, but she did, and that's when I stopped because I was like, "Okay, I'm not the only one who noticed that."
Hold up, is that a Spirit ticket? Rest in peace and shout out to Spirit Airlines, man. There's a lot of people going through it right now because Spirit shut down, man. But anyway,
So the guy was trying to hand hard. Then what?
He was like pulling the kid who's holding the kid's hand really hard, and I was like, I wasn't gonna say anything at first, but then she did, and I was like, okay, I'm not the only one who noticed that it was problematic. But he was really, and the kid was crying very like loud.
Okay, all right, Miss Yard.
I'm just gonna say these are the words of a person who doesn't have children, and if they do, they don't have children the age of that little boy. That woman that sprayed them people with the pepper spray, and I'm gonna say it's gonna be a woman for sure that's gonna say something like this. Because that woman that with the pepper spray, I don't know if she has kids or grandkids or not, but women tried to soften little boys, be real nice because they kids and young and little boys and just cute or whatever the case. But no, we as men try to teach our boys. Now I didn't have any boys, but I got the grandson and stuff like that, and trying to teach him how to be a man, to grow up, so that hey, life is hard. You're gonna have trials and tribulations. You're gonna have problems. You gotta toughen through it. We got somewhere to be. Let's make it. I know you're tired. I'm tired, but we gotta get to this plane. Now, could he have picked the boy up? I don't know. The boy looked kind of big. Might be kind of heavy. I don't know. You can't carry no big ass boy like that all down down the airport. So you just gotta next time get there earlier. But yeah, we don't. Let's say watching this, even not even seeing what happened, but listening to it, I'm already like, man, that little boy should have he need to come on. We got somewhere to be. Let's roll.
Yeah.
What time's your flight?
9:23 minutes. We have to start boarding.
Okay. And you saw pretty much the same thing?
Yeah.
So he was squeezing a hand.
She started yelling at him, and they started going back and forth, and she pepper sprayed him.
Okay.
I also think they're on the same plane as us.
Them over there? Well,
Yeah.
they might not be going.
So that he gets in trouble for something.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
All right, we might be calling you then, okay? Okay. Huh?
There's nothing wrong. We're just
We're rushing to another. We just got off of our flight from St. Louis. We hear our gate. We hear it. We're rushing. And he's agitated already because it's been a long trip. So and then she just comes out of nowhere, sprays me. I feel something behind me, so I'm thinking it's somebody maybe I know. When I turn, she's just going at it at me. And then bam, she sprays me, saying that I'm hurting him. If she would have came up to me, hey, why is he crying like that? We would have told her. He's agitated. We've been at this since
You're not
freaking
explaining anything to her.
9 o'clock, you know, like
I want to get over there to my flight.
she came out of nowhere, because all I was doing was this, what I always do with my son when we're in the rush. Hold him and then we rush it.
That's what I said. You don't even have to show we already have someone pulling cameras. Video in here.
We didn't do nothing wrong. We just had to get over there. Yeah, look.
Where's airports and do the first aid kit?
Necessary.
Well, I guess not.
If I go anywhere
Dang.
tomorrow or the next day and I see somebody doing that to their kid, I'm going to pepper spray them closer to their eyes and mouth next time. Let me catch somebody doing that again to their kid.
You can do that to somebody, you're just fucking more physically hurt you.
Really? Because as soon as wait a minute. No, you're lying. First of all, you don't know your own job here. Because as soon as somebody's committing a battery on another person, I got the Second Amendment to cover me. Because at the moment of the battery, an adult has the legal right to use the Second Amendment and protect a child from harm. The Second Amendment is the right to protect yourself and bear arms. It's the right.
I had to stop the tape right here because this woman is completely making up her own version of constitutional law. She tells the deputy, "You don't know your own job. As soon as somebody is committing a battery, I have the Second Amendment to cover me." Let me ask y'all a question. Does the Second Amendment grant citizens the right to use force to police other people's parenting? Let's bust this myth wide open. The Second Amendment protects an individual's right to keep and bear arms. It is not a statutory license to engage in vigilantism with less than lethal weapons. What she is actually trying to invoke is a legal affirmation defense known as defense of others. Under Florida law, you can use force to defend another person only if you reasonably believe that that person is facing imminent unlawful force or bodily harm. But here's the catch-22. A parent has a legal privilege to exercise reasonable discipline and physical control over their child. Because the father's actions did not constitute an unlawful assault, her use of chemical spray was not an act of defense. It was unprovoked, unlawful battery. Let's continue.
The self-defense and bear arms. Here, let me get my phone out and read it to you.
You're not touching it.
The Second Amendment. Oh, yeah, I know it's a big travesty of justice. But you know something? Big deal. Tomorrow when I get out of jail or whatever you're going to do with me, let me catch somebody else doing a battery on a child. I'll do the same thing again. And as soon as the guy tries to slap me or punch me, I'm going to use the Second Amendment to defend myself with deadly force. I'll break his cap. Good. Kick me out.
Get up.
Big deal. Okay, asshole, fat ass, so you lit it
Everybody fat?
ugly.
She's not even in perfect shape herself.
Big deal. Thanks. Now I'll get 3 hots in a cot. Oh, and by the way, if that gets to be a court case, the camera's going to show him abusing the kid, and then I'm going to sue you for false arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
As a matter of fact, polygraph the fat ass and polygraph the kid and look at the camera, and you'll see a stupid fat ass father abusing his kid.
Spread your feet, ma'am, please. Spread your feet. Spread your
They're
feet.
spread.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks for kicking me, asshole. You know you look like a giant penis?
I get that a lot.
Yeah, you sure do. Bet you lose a lot of girlfriends like that, too, as soon as you stick your foot and kick their ankle. The girl goes, you know what? You're an abusive asshole. Maybe you become a cop just so you can kick women around. Thanks for the 3 hots in the cot. When I get out and see his ass, I'll let me see him in Fort Lauderdale, because I'll pepper spray his face and his eyes so bad. And as soon as he tries to slap me or punch me, I'll use the Second Amendment and defend my body with deadly force and break his cap.
That's not nice.
Yeah, you know what? It's not nice to abuse a kid, and it's not nice to be a blind, deaf, and dumb cop that don't want to acknowledge abuse on a child and try to say that I did something wrong by protecting the child. And you got a black girl that's a witness that said the same thing I did, and I noticed how you made her disappear.
Check that.
I noticed this person is talking about this man and his relationships and stuff, but I doubt very seriously she has a husband. Probably don't have kids. If she do, they probably don't want to have anything to do with her in the first place. But this gets progressively worse from a legal standpoint. She is now on camera explicitly stating that if the father had retaliated physically, she would have used deadly force under the guise of the Second Amendment. This is an incredibly dangerous misunderstanding of the law. If you unlawfully assault someone first, which she did by pepper spraying him, you are the initial aggressor. In almost every state, an initial aggressor loses their right to claim self defense unless they completely withdraw from the fight and clearly communicate that withdrawal. If she had escalated this to deadly force, she would likely be looking at an attempted murder charge, not just a simple battery. Let's continue.
Hey, I'm so crazy. I protect children and I'll do it again. You're so crazy that you don't want to protect kids. You don't give a shit. You told me to mind my own business, is what you told me. I hope you lose sleep over it at night. I won't. You can take me to jail and I'll never lose sleep over trying to protect a child. Never in my life. But I know you will.
She was charged with battery and contributing to the delinquency or dependency of a child. Share your thoughts in the comments
Like
below.
I said, I wonder if she even had kids her own self. She don't act like it. That's why them Karens be acting for real though. People who don't have children trying to tell you how to parent and raise your own kids and never had kids and they anyway, man. At the end of the footage, we see she was formally charged with battery and contributing to the delinquency or dependence of a child. She kept bragging about getting 3 hots and a cot in jail and threatened to sue the police for false arrest. Okay. Spoiler alert, that civil rights lawsuit will be thrown out of court immediately because the police had ironclad probable cause based on her own explicit confession. This video stands as a massive warning. If you see a child in public or you feel it you feel it being abused, the legal and correct response is to record video, notify airport security, and call 911. Taking the law into your own hands with chemical weapons will only land you a first row seat in a jail cell. Now, what do you think? Did the airport deputies handle this well despite her non-stop insults? Or should she have faced even heavier federal charges for disrupting an airport terminal? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.